In this video, we'll do a transfer case service, or what BMW calls their VTG service, and that's replacing the fluid. And this video is part of a series of me trying to save this car from going to a junkyard. This is how I found it, and I've since got it back up and running, and VTG service is one of the things it calls for. I found this because I'm working on a car and I had a scanner hooked up. But if you have this message on your dash, it could be your transfer case. And here, this message for oil wear confirms it. Now, I do have a lift, which makes this super easy for me, and you can do this with jack stands. You just need 4 because you will need the car to be level. Once you're underneath, you'll find the transfer case, and it sits right here behind the transmission pan here. And now, what makes this job challenging is that this bracket, the mount, is in the way. There's the fill plug up top that you just cannot get to. Every forum, every manual will tell you that you've got to pull this bracket down. There's 3 bolts on either side, so 6 bolts in total. And then there's the one that goes through the bracket and through the case itself. I will, however, get this done without removing the bracket, and I'll show you how. Now, the drain plug is really easy to get to. It's right here in the front. But as you can see here, the fill plug is way up top and it's hard to get to. Now, I have seen this done. I have done it myself with just removing the 3 bolts from either side, loosening up that bolt that holds the case to the mount, and letting the mount just push out of the way a tiny bit. But I don't even need to do that because I made a tool, and I'm going to have a different video on this you can check out. If you're going to do service on these cars, making yourself one of these tools, it took me about 20 minutes to do this, and I'm able to get the job done easily without removing the bracket. If you're going to remove the bracket, you will have to support the transfer case. This is how I've done it in the past. Not the best way, but it worked. But that's why I made this tool. You'll need a 14mm Allen to get these plugs out. This is available on Amazon. I'll put a link to it. It's a lifesaver. It's an adapter. It snaps into a 19mm ratchet, and you can get in there and you can undo these plugs. This job really just is a drain and fill with a few other little extras. But here with this tool that I made, I'm going to get up in there, make sure the ratchet is going in the right direction, and I'm going to be able to fish this up into this little space here, use my finger to get through the mount and the case to guide that Allen into the plug. Once I have that, I can pull down in this. Now, it might be tight, so I welded a bolt on the bottom of it that I could use a slide hammer if I needed to, but I don't even do that here. I just give it a couple taps with the hammer, and it'll pop it free. Once that breaks free, you can almost take this out completely by hand. Now, I should mention the cardinal rule, which is to undo the fill plug first. You don't ever want to start with your drain because if you can't get to that fill plug or for some reason it's stuck, you'll have a whole other issue on your hand. Now, you can see here, once you break this thing free, you can get this thing pretty much off just by hand. With the fill plug undone, come around the front with that same 14mm adapter and undo the drain plug. Now, I'm not crazy with the amount of oil that's coming out of here, or I should say the lack of oil that's coming out of here. It is what it is. This is how I got the car. We'll see what happens. But what's really important here to get this job finished up is to use new plugs. I'll put a link to these below. They're cheap on Amazon. And for me, you can reuse it once maybe, but for me, it's not worth it. I'd rather just put new plugs with fresh O-rings on both the fill and the drain. Once the oil has fully drained out, go ahead and install your new plug, and that gets torqued down to 25 Newton meters. Then go ahead and clean up underneath. Now, this next part, in my opinion, is the most tedious part of this job, and that's refilling the oil. And I do that with these syringes here. I'll put a link to them below. They're cheap on Amazon. I like using this fluid here. It's not BMW. It's Tri-X brand. It's their DTF. It's rated for it. It works fine. I've done many BMWs with this fluid with no problem. Basically, put the hose into the Tri-X, suck up a full syringe worth, put the hose into the fill hole, and dump it in. Do that until you start to see this fluid drip out. Once you see the fluid coming out, you're in a good spot. Pull back that hose, let the fluid drip until it gets just to a drip, not a stream, and you can reinstall the plug. The case will take just under a quart of oil, and for me with these syringes, that's about 4 syringes full. Installing the new drain plug, if you manage to do this without taking the mount, is not that difficult. You want to just bring it up and around the back side of the mount, and then again, using your finger in between the mount and the case to guide it into place. Once you start it by hand, come back in with your tool, tighten it down. This also gets tightened to 25 Newton meters. The way this is being done right now, not able to get that reading, but I'm just going to give it a good snug. To do the last part of this job properly, you will need to use a scanner to tell the vehicle that you've changed the fluid. Now, I'll put a link below to a few different scanners. If you're going to do any kind of DIY work, you really should have a capable unit. Now, whatever scanner you have might be different, but it's going to be all pretty much the same functionality. You're going to want to go to your traction control module. You're going to want to go to either your adaptations or things or something similar. You want to go in there, and for me, I found where it says oil change. You just do that, let it walk through, and you're done. This was the last of the major things I need to do on this car, at least according to my scanner. But I'm going to put this thing together, put it on the road, see what happens. I'm sure there'll be more things to do, so stay tuned for the rest of the videos in this series. I like making these videos to show how easy it is to do some of these things on your own, and of course to save a ton of money while doing it. I'll put links below to the tools or the items I've used, and if you use my links, I'll earn a whole 17 cents.